At this episode, we're going to make a dining room table out of ash. This is some material that I had years ago, and it's I got it super inexpensive, but it has a lot of imperfections, but we just cut that off and make sure it comes out perfect. Now we're going to cut off using this edge as a guide, because right after we did the joiner, so we know that this is straight. It has some imperfection underneath here, which we were going to deal with in a different way. But first, I measure the shortest place here. It's 10 inches. So we first cut it this side, and then we turn it over and cut off a 1/2 inch to make this edge nice. And here I'm cutting some material for the legs. We're going to glue these 12 inches wide pieces together, make it a little thicker. This is the dining room table that is going to be 40 inches wide and little over 9 feet long in ash. And it's going to be stained, but it's the decision how it's going to be stained. We don't know yet. And right now it's 48, and we're going to cut it down to 40. Most likely we'll cut a little bit on each side. And now we're just going to take the clamps off and cut it and do some sanding. And here I'm cutting some 3 inches wide pieces, the same thickness as the tabletop, but I'm gluing that onto the edge to make it look like double thickness. Make it stronger, but it's mostly a visual thing. I was going to cut the table a little over 40, but I cut it 41. I don't know why. And I cut it so I was not going to have this crack here, but somehow it's still there. So we're just going to glue the double piece 1 inch in from the edge, and then we cut it and get rid of that crack. Now we're going to cut and glue the, I call it the edge here, but it's kind of part of the design of the table. We're going to have 4 inches, but the double thickness at the edge on each side. And traditional, I think they did that to, the glue wasn't good enough and it just cracked. And this will prevent the glue joint from cracking. So now I'm just going to cut them and glue them by themselves, and then when we cut it, we glue that with dominoes. Woo! This might work. I designed this dining room table with this style of legs, I wasn't really thinking how I was gonna secure the legs to the tabletop, but I think I figured it out. I'm gonna domino 2 triangles on each side of the leg, and I'm using high quality Nordic plywood, gluing them together and end up with a little over 1.5 inches. Then I will domino those, and then I will bolt them into a threaded insert into the bottom of the tabletop. That way I could take these legs off when we need to transport it or put it in storage. But I will now glue these triangles, and I have some pieces that I put here so I know approximately what size. Here I glued some of those Nordic plywood so I get the double thickness last night, and now I'm only gonna cut the triangle out of these. Now we have glued these plywood supports here, and it looks just like this. It's not beautiful, but it does a really good job. And then I'm going to drill 3 holes on each side and put that threaded insert in here, that way we could take it off. So let's get some drilling done. And thanks for watching, and please hit that subscribe button.